All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rechak double honor to my apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who do rule and teach well, and peace and salutations to all you Akim out there pushing this truth across the four winds so we can seal the elect and make it to the kingdom. All right, it's the brother Uriah, Lord willing, coming back to you through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rechak Lord willing to feed the body and edify the sheep in all spirit, faith, truth, sincerity, and doctrine. And as you can see through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we are back with another reality check. Okay, because prophecy is reality and reality is prophecy. Okay, a reality that you will soon be faced with if you haven't thought already. Okay. And with prophecy being a reality that you're living in, all right, things are heating up. All right, things are heating up. All right. You see, literally and spiritually, man. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and play this video. Lord willing, is edifying to the body and to feed the sheep through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai.
Europe is getting absolutely cooked right now. Hundreds of heat records are being broken daily. Thousands of schools
And this is fair use. Fair use. Okay. Fair use.
are being closed. Public events are being cancelled. Alcohol consumption restrictions are being put in place. And even drowning deaths are soaring as people are trying to cool down in rivers. You see, Europe is officially the fastest warming continent on Earth. But it's also a continent that isn't built for heat, with over 80% not even having AC. So when summer hits, each seemingly becoming hotter than the last, it is brutal. Take France, for example. They have just had their hottest day on record on a national scale, along with over half of the country being placed on red alert and 135 absolute records being broken in a single day. Drowning deaths in the country have also soared to 40 in just 5 days. Over in the UK, temperatures hit 34.6 Celsius, ushering in a number of coping measures like reduced rail speeds, hospital patient appointments cancelled, school closures, and even hosepipe bans. A red health alert was even issued, indicating a risk to life even for the healthy population. Several people have also drowned in Germany over the weekend. Spain's National Weather Agency warned of serious, even extraordinary danger. And Italy's health ministry declared a red heat wave in at least 15 cities. The heat wave is expected to continue for many of these countries over the weekend. Europe is getting...
So, yeah, as you can see, Europe is getting cooked. Okay. All right. Roasted. All right. With record high temperatures, man. All right. Heating up. You have a lot of people that are, having heat strokes. All right. A lot of places are closing down. You have a lot of people even being sent back to the spirit world, man. All right. And this is all judgment from the Heavenly Father, man. Okay. So I want to get this here too, really quickly. All right. Speaking of Europe being, all right, getting cooked. All right. I found this picture here. It says Europe is so hot that temperatures are nearing 40 degrees Celsius. That's 104 Fahrenheit. It's 104 degrees Fahrenheit, man. Okay. And it's going to stay like that. They said like what for the next couple of days. All right. It says turning popular tourist destinations into heat risk zones and pushing wildlife to the brink of survival. Okay. You see that? And this is all judgment, man. Okay. And to hell with those tourist sites, man. Okay. Because people are still in that folly spirit, man, not understanding the times that we're living in. Okay. Well, let's go over to Europe and look at the whatever they have over there. Okay. You see, just deadheads, man. Okay. And spiritually dead too, man. Okay. Let me grab this precept too. All right. Because this is a judgment. All right. Let's see here. Well, actually, I already know what I want. Okay. So let me just go ahead and go to that. All right. Give me 1 second. It's just in the spirit. So let me go to 2nd Esdras chapter 8 and verse 50. Okay. And it reads, let me highlight it so you can read it with me. All right. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time, which we are in the latter time, right, shall dwell in the world. Okay. because they have walked in great pride. So you people have walked in great pride against the Lord, man. Okay. And not just 2/3, well, especially 2/3 of our own people, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native and Seminole Indians, man, you Israelites. All right. But the whole world, man, have walked in great pride, all nations. Okay. And that's why the Lord is bringing these great miseries, man. And being, in a temperature, you know, being cooked, as the guy said, all right, is a miserable thing to go through, man. All right. And it's not even just, Europe. Okay. It's not even just Europe, man. Okay. It's other countries as well, man. All right. Before I get that, let me get this really quickly. All right. Because I asked the question to AI. All right. Recent places in the world that are seeing extreme heat in June 2026. All right. It says Western Europe and Central and Southern United States, man. Okay. So even over here in Babylon, man. Okay. Even over here in Babylon the Great, man, people are getting cooked. All right. Because things are heating up, man, through the spirit. All right. Now, look, it says France, United Kingdom, Spain, Italy, and over here in the United States. All right. The plains and Midwest. I know we just had I believe like 2 weeks ago, we had one of the hottest weeks here in Wisconsin, man. You know, so I know you people down south are getting cooked, man. All right. It says Texas and the South. See. All right. It says even the East Coast. All right. So Babylon. A lot of places in the world are getting cooked. Okay. Let me grab this precept really quickly. All right. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 29 and verse 6, and it reads, "Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and a flame of devouring fire." Okay, so that's going to be the end result, man. All right, a flame of devouring fire. Okay, but right now, the Lord is visiting this place, man, and that's why you people are getting cooked. Okay, all of these wildfires, all right, droughts, all right, extreme weather like rain, tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes. All right, and that's another place that's another way that this place is heating up. Okay, because you recently, let me grab this. Recently had this going on. All right, turn the sound off. All right, it says powerful earthquakes struck 3 regions. All right, Venezuela got hit with 2 earthquakes. Japan got hit with an earthquake, and California. Okay, and guess what? It caused a lot of damage, man. Okay, look at that. I believe that's in Venezuela. A lot of damage, man. All right, northern Japan got hit with a 6.9. And look at that. Let me pause that. Okay, it says different faults, different plates, one restless planet. Our planet never sleeps. Okay, and guess what? The planet, the Earth is alive, man. Okay, the Earth is alive. Okay, and the Earth is only reacting to the rulership, all right, of this devil, man, Esau Edom. Because he's punishing, he's killing and destroying the planet, all right, and everything on it. You see, so this is a result of that. You see, but ultimately, it's a way that the Lord is visiting this place, man. Okay, that's why you're seeing all of these extreme weather and things, these natural disasters and things like that, man. Okay, you could even throw in the fact that these people, are having demons jump on them and they're pew-pewing up places, sending people back to the spirit world. All right, the uproars of the people going against the government, all of these things, man. Okay, is a way that this place is heating up. Things are heating up, man. Okay. Now, I also asked the question of, can mega data centers, man, okay, because we got to keep that in mind, man. All right, about these AI data centers that they're building so quickly. Okay, mega data centers, by the way. Okay, and we know what they're preparing for. They're ultimately preparing for that to institute that mark of the beast, speaking about or spoken about and prophesied about in the book of Revelation, chapter 13. Okay, all right, because trust me, those RFID chips, that mark of the beast, will be connected to these AI data centers, man. Okay, and this whole flock technology, man. All right, but I asked the question: can mega data centers heat up the earth? It says yes. Mega data centers can heat up the earth, but they do it in two entirely different ways: through localized heat injection and through global carbon emissions. See that? So that's another way that this place is heating up, man. Okay. Number one, it says direct heating, data heat islands. Okay. It says data centers house thousands of high performance servers that generate massive amounts of thermal energy. All right. To keep the equipment from melting, it says powerful industrial HVAC and cooling systems like your local rivers and ponds and lakes, right? Your water system. All right. It says continuously exhaust this heat directly into the atmosphere, man. And that's another way that this place is heating up. Okay. It also says indirect heating, like carbon footprint. Okay. The global impact. It says the physics of direct waste heat escaping into space means local venting. It says local venting does not directly warm the entire Earth. However, the electricity required to run and cool them does. Okay. So literally this devil has found another way to suck this planet dry. You see? And that's why the scriptures go into what is that? I believe it's the book of let's see. Let's do this. The book of St. John, chapter 10. Excuse me. In verse 10. And it reads, it says, the thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. Okay. All right. And in modern times, all right, the thief would be considered Esau Edom, man. Okay. All of these technocrats, all of these, top 1%, that's building these AI mega data centers. All right. That's deliberately, causing fires and, heating up the planet, man. Okay. They cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. All right. It says, I come, the heavenly, so like the son, all right, Yahweh Shai. All right, I come that they might have life. Who's the they? It's talking about the elect of the nation of Israel, man. Okay. The Israelites. You see, it says, and that they might have it more abundantly. Okay. So Yahweh Shai is coming to bring life. Okay. But this devil, Esau Edom, man, he's coming to bring death. You see? And that's why the planet is exacerbated to, fighting against this devil, man. What you're seeing is the effects of the planet fighting against what Esau Edom is doing, man. Okay. You see? Trying to get back to its natural order. All right. Because Esau Edom has out of course. Okay. Esau Edom, under his rulership, he has brought the planet, all right, to a certain, a destructive level, because he the way he runs it is out of course. It's out of his natural order. You see? All right. Let me also get I believe I have it already, but let me just type it in here. Isaiah chapter 24 and we'll start at verse 4. Okay. 4 and 5. And it reads, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth. Okay. All right. That word languisheth. Okay. Is the Hebrew word amal. Okay. Amal. All right. Which means to what? All right. To drop, by implication, to be sick. You see? To mourn, languish, be weak, wax feeble. See? So the earth is trying to get back strong, man. All right. But not under the leadership of this devil, man. Okay. While he's ruling the earth, man, everything is weak, feeble, and dying and sick. You see? Just the way he likes it. All right. Remember, Esau Edom is against life. The Israelites are for life. You see? Let me continue. It says, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. Okay. It's talking about all you people on the planet, man. Okay. All right. All of you anti-Hamashiachs, man. You people that are against the order of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, through his son, Yahweh Shai. All right. It says the earth is the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. That's right. Under the leadership of Esau Edom, this earth is defiled. And that's why, and that's one of the reasons why it's heating up. Okay. It says because they have transgressed the laws. See, the proper order that the Heavenly Father has set forth for the earth to be ran. Right. It says because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Okay. You see, Salakia. All right. But keep in mind that this is a foreshadowing. Okay. All of this, you know, the planet heating up. Okay. Fires, extreme weather, all of these things. Okay. All of these things are a foreshadowing of what's to come. Okay. And what's to come. St. Luke chapter 12 and verse 49. All right. And this is red letter, so you know who's speaking. And it reads, I am come to send fire on the earth. This is talking about Yahweh Shai when he makes his second coming, man. And remember, the Lord said that he shall not meet thee as a man. He's coming back in all his power and glory, man. Okay. And what will I, if it already be kindled? Okay. Now the earth is heating up, like I mentioned earlier, in a lot of different ways. Okay. Literally heating up with the weather. All right. The temperatures. But then also, heating up with confusion. Okay. And the love of many waxing cold, man. Okay. There's going to be a lot of death out here, man. All right. Thus saith the Bible, man. Thus saith the Lord. Okay. These are not our words, man. Okay. We're just the messengers. Okay. But we can see it. We can clearly see that there's going to be a lot of death out here, man. Okay. So this is a foreshadowing of, the Lord setting this place on fire. Okay. Let me read it again. St. Luke chapter 12, verse 49. I come to send fire on the earth. See, the Lord is coming to send fire on the earth, man. Okay. Let me go to this too. Rebuke, flames. Let's see. Right here. Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 15. And it reads, for behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind. Okay. Talking about the return of Yahweh Shai, the archangels, and the innumerable amount of angels. Okay. Soldiers with him. Okay. To set this place ablaze. It says, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. Okay. So this is what's coming, man. All right. This place is literally going to be heated up. Okay. All right. So it's just a foreshadowing, man. Now let me get the definition for that word. How do I get out of here? Definition for foreshadowing. Okay. Foreshadow definition. Okay.
Foreshadow.
All right. It says foreshadow means to give a hint, warning, or suggest It's like or suggestion beforehand that something is going to happen later. Okay. So what's going to happen later? Well, we just read. Okay. All right. And another way that this place is going to be heated up is via thermal nuclear fire. Okay. Thermal nuclear fire. All right. Let me get this here. All right. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 21 and verse 9, and it reads, Son of man, talking about the prophets of Israel. All right. Prophesy and say, Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, say a sword is sharpened and is and also furbished. Okay. Now, what is that sword? Is that a literal actual sword you hold in your hand? No, it's talking about the modern day sword. All right. Which is these thermonuclear missiles, man. Okay. ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missiles. Okay. Hypersonic missiles. All right. All these different missiles, man. Okay. With nukes attached to them, man. Okay. You see, these nations are not just making these nukes for nothing. They're going to be used, all of them. Okay. The scriptures talk about how Babylon the Great, aka America, is going to get hit, all right, with a 200,000. Okay. That's 200 million nuclear missiles. And keep in mind that one nuclear missile can hold up to, I believe, about 30 or 40 nuclear warheads, man. Just one. That's that sword that's being furbished. Okay, it's being sharpened. It's being perfected. Why? Because once the Lord gives that order, it's going to be shot off from all nations upon this whore. Okay, and upon the land of Israel, as it is written. You see. So this place heating up is a foreshadowing, man, of things to come. Let me also get another one here. All right, let me grab this one here too. All right, Joel, all right, St. Joel chapter 2 and verse 3, and it reads, A fire devoureth, it's like I cannot talk right now. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, so in front of them, right? And behind them a desolate wilderness. Why? Because when thermonuclear missiles hit this place, man, all right, you're not going to recognize this place, man. All you're going to see is fire. This is going to be that lake of fire right here in Babylon the Great. Okay. Why? Or it's like how? Because of those thermonuclear missiles, man. Okay. It says, and nothing shall escape them. That's right. You're not going to be able to escape those thermonuclear missiles, man. All right. You can build all the bug out bunkers that you want to. All right. Even these elites won't escape. Okay. Because they might survive the lake of fire. All right. But we're going to go grab them, man. They're going to become the first fruits. All right. Of slaves in the kingdom, in our kingdom. Like we were slaves, or we are slaves in their kingdom. All right. Let me grab one more. I want that Isaiah. Let me see. I want that Isaiah. Right here. Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 6. And it reads, Therefore hath the curse devoureth the earth. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth. Excuse me. And they that dwell therein are desolate. Okay. What is that curse? That ultimate curse. All right. Is going to be those thermonuclear warheads destroying this place, man. Okay. It says, therefore, the inhabitants of the earth are burned. See that? Therefore, the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. See that? All right. And those few men that are going to be left, all right, are ultimately going to be, the survivors of the other nations, man. All right. The top elite. Okay. Because the elect are going to be in the chariot. Okay. The elect are not going to be on the earth. The elect are going to be in the chariots, man, as it is written. You see, we're going to be in the chariots, man. All right. with Yahweh Shai, all right, in a safe place. Okay. But on earth, that few men that are going to be left are going to go right into slavery, man. Okay. The men that are left of the other nations, to make that clear. Okay. All right. So things are heating up, but it's a foreshadowing that things are going to literally heat up. Okay. The destruction of America, the destruction, all right, of the rulership of this devil, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, woman, and child, beginning with the elite banking families and Amalek. Always got to got to throw Amalek in there. Amalek has power on the earth now. Okay, and he is the grandson of the progenitor of the Edomites. Okay, so he's an Edomite. Those small hats over there in the land of Israel are Edomites. Okay, all right. So they have to be thrown down, man, and the kingdom of heaven has to be built up. And guess who is going to be built up by? Those few men that are left of the other nations. There you go. So I'm going to leave it there. Lord willing, this was edifying to the body and fed the sheep through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, Shalom, and Abba Babal.